Hi guys, this is John, the head of trading at AudaCity Capital. Hope you're well. So today's webinar, as you guys already know, is about trading mindset, psychology in this time of the coronavirus events. So the reason why I wanted to present this webinar to you guys is because obviously this week we've had our biggest breakout week of payouts for traders since 2012. We've noticed that a lot of our traders have made 10% in the last week or two, just on the back of the markets moving in such a very volatile way because of the coronavirus chaos and events that's happening worldwide. And on the other hand, we've also had traders who are substantially losing money or making, just losing profits because they're on the wrong side of the market. So it's good to talk about both ends of the spectrum here rather than be biased. Now, in all honesty, guys, psychology is 70 to 80% of the job in trading, okay? And, you could have the perfect strategy, you could have the perfect approach, you could have the skills, you could have the knowledge, but at the end of the day, if your mindset is not in the right place, it's going to be very difficult to make money in the markets. Now, as you both know, trading is a game of winning and losing. I know some people don't like to use that term game, but at the end of the day, it is a game. It's a game of winning and losing, being right, being wrong. All we can do is do our best to be more right than wrong and to lose less and win more. That's where we come in. So how do we do that? Now, normally, as human beings, we don't like to be wrong and we don't like to lose money. Very, very simple. I'm sure all of you agree with me on that. So how can we face such pressure? How can we handle such obstacles? How can we handle losing money and being wrong? How can we accept it with a smile on our face? It's a pretty crazy thing to do, right? So I'm here to sort of tell you today how you could do that and what my personal approach to losing money and being wrong in the markets is, and how I've come to build my psychology and my mindset for the last 7 to 8 years of being in the industry. As you guys know, I manage a substantial account of 6 figures here in the company. I've been trading for the last 7 years. Of course, I didn't just make money all the time. I've had my share of losses as well. I've had losing streaks, okay? And there were times when I did want to quit. So how did I end up not doing this? How did I end up following my dream, following my passion, staying positive, thinking of only good things, and keep trading the markets? So the first thing is we all have to accept one thing. It's not about the last trade you took. It's not about the last time you pushed the button. It's about the next trade you're going to take. I'll repeat that again. It's not about the last trade you took. It's not about the last time you pushed the button. It's about what the next trade is going to be. It's always about what's next, okay? If you think about what's next, you know that it's in your power to control the outcome. It's on you, okay? So we had a losing trade. We had 4 losing trades. The next one is what matters. You're only as good as your last trade. It's all about the next one. So how can we deal with losses? Well, first of all, we have to accept the fact that we will lose money in the markets. Now, one way of accepting the loss is knowing that for every 10 trades you take, you're going to lose maybe 3 or 4, 2 or 3 trades. So when you have that statistics in your track record, in your P&L statement, showing the hit rate of 70 or 80%, you know that for every 10 trades you take, you can expect 2 or 3 losses, okay? Maybe on a bad week or a bad month, maybe even 4 losses if you trade that many times in 1 month or 1 week. So at the end of the day, guys, it's all about your mindset, okay? Now, let's just say you lose a big amount of money, okay? Because a lot of you think about the monetary value. You must accept that the balance of your account will go up and down. It's going to fluctuate up and down, okay? What we want is to make sure it goes more up than down. We want the consistency in being profitable. So one good way to think about it is your 10% is your target, okay? 10% is a target to get paid and have your account doubled, which a number of traders have experienced this week. So in order to make your 10%, you need to have a plan, okay? A trading plan on how to get there. Of course, you're gonna have to take a series of trades to make the money, to get that 10%, and along the way, you're gonna have your losses. So what you could do is minimize those losses by cutting your losses short. Always cut your losses short, guys. Okay, don't stay don't stay in the trade hoping for the best, trying to wish, putting your hands together and praying. It's going against you. Just cut the trade, take the loss. Do you know why? Because you can always re-enter. A lot of traders forget something. You control the outcome. You can always re-enter the market. You can always change position. You can always hedge by taking another trade, taking another position. You have plenty of options to deal with a loss. A lot of people think that when they're in a trade and they're losing 40, 50, 100 plus pips, they think that that's it. They can't do anything. They got to sit down, put their hands together and wish for the best or pray. Wrong. You're wrong. Look, the market is going up or is going down. You could buy, you can sell, you could change pairs, you could do a different time frame. You've got plenty of tools in your arsenal to use in order to prevent that loss or minimize that loss. So why do you have to believe or think that if you're in a losing position, there's nothing you can do? First of all, always think that there is something you could do about your losing trade, because there always is, okay? Find an excuse or find a way. You can't have both. I keep saying that. So let's just say, for example, you're having a losing streak, okay? How do you come back from that? First of all, identify where you're going wrong. That's the first thing to do. Find out where you're going wrong. Is it your stop loss being too tight? Is it getting in the market too early? Is it just taking a trade out of randomness, not having a perfect level or a good price action? Find out where the mistake is first. Now, once you find out where you're going wrong, stop doing it. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. You can't expect different results by doing the same thing. You got to change what you do. So change your approach, change your strategy, change your style, change your mindset, change your timing, whatever it is. Change your attitude. Always, always find a way to make money in the markets or to make a comeback. A trader who doesn't lose money or makes a comeback from losing money is not a trader. A trader who just makes money had the luck. Okay, if you just keep making money, you're just getting lucky. Okay, every trader will have a loss. And they make a comeback, they recover that loss and beyond. Okay, that's what a trader does. They come back from losses and they consistently make money and they handle losses in a very mature way. They don't get angry about it. They stay emotionally detached and they just move on. That's the way you're supposed to treat losing in the markets. Don't let the losses affect you. Don't let the losses kill you. Don't let the losses make you quit. It's only a loss. See it as an expense. Think of it as this. You have a business. Okay, now as a business, you got expenses, you got to pay wages, you got to pay your rent, you got to pay the bills, the overheads. See that loss in the market as an expense to your business. You paid something to the market. They got to take something from you, okay? You can't be greedy and win all the time. The market has to take something back. But then you're getting your customers coming to you. You're getting the profits coming to you. They're making up for those losses. So you're covering your losses and you're making a profit in the end. That's one way to think about it. I can give you several ways to think, but I don't want to waste too much time going on about this, okay? So always think of your loss as an expense or as a mistake that you'll learn from. Take it as a lesson to not repeat it again. So that's one way you can handle losses in the markets. And never give up and keep going forward. It's all about the next trade. That's what counts. Now, winning, on the other hand, is also something that a lot of people take the wrong way. Just because you're having a winning streak and you're winning a lot of trades and the market's going in your favor, it doesn't mean it's going to continue to be sunshine and rainbows. At some point, there's going to come the thunder, okay? And at some point, you're going to take a big loss or a series of losses. So don't assume that when you're winning, you've become a master or some sort of wizard or whatever you want to call yourself. Be humble. Just stay humble, okay? Take it in a mature way. Know for a fact that the next trade could always be a losing trade. Don't just think because you've won 5, 6, 10 trades in a row that there's no way you can lose again, because there is. And this is where a lot of people go wrong. They have these series of winning trades. They think they've mastered it. They take a trade, they lose. One, they might not even cut that loss to begin with. They might just keep that loss running to wipe out all the profits they made on the previous winning trades, or they just try and revenge trade. Oh, I can make it back again. Oh, I can get in again. Oh, I can't be wrong. And then they end up losing another 10, 20 trades and they wipe out everything they made. Okay. So also you've got to treat you have to treat winning the same way as losing. You can't get too happy when you win, because when you're winning, it means the markets are a bit easy. Conditions are good. But in times like this, and this is where now I come to speak about the coronavirus, in times like this, when the markets are in turmoil and we can see the markets moving crazy, you can't expect to always win. You're going to have a big hit. maybe even a small hit, but you're going to be proved wrong. So right now we can see, just if we look at the markets, okay, the daily ranges are what, hundreds of pips. New Zealand dollar, Aussie dollar, the cross pairs like pound yen, pound Aussie, euro pound, cable. I mean, you know, the markets are moving crazy. So you look at these charts and you're thinking, wow, all these big moves, it's easy to make money in the market. Yes, of course it is. Like 300-400 pips in one day on the majors. I mean, when was the last time we saw that? Maybe on the back of Brexit, for what I remember. At the same time, if you take that hit, you might hit your drawdown, okay? So trading in these times, you have to keep a mindset at a very strong level. You have to have a strong mindset. You've got to accept losing and winning as the same, okay? You've got to treat them both the same, sorry. Now, the only way you could treat them the same is by being humble, respecting the risk parameters, respecting the trading parameters, and always, always managing the risk, okay? Now, there is something I'd like to take the opportunity to mention since I'm doing this webinar for you guys. Moving forward, due to the market conditions that we're facing at the moment, and especially with the pound pairs moving 600-700 pips, 400 pips in a day, we may have to take some measures on these, okay, moving forward, guys, because at the end of the day, yes, we've had traders make the money and we're happy to pay them out. We've paid almost everyone and doubled their account, but we've also got traders that are hitting drawdowns. Not that we're going to say goodbye to you guys or cut you short. We're not here to say goodbye. We're looking for a long-term relationship. We're happy to give a second chance. But at the same time, we do need to take precaution, okay? Now, for those of you who have doubled your accounts and have been paid, all I'd like to say to you is don't get too confident, okay? Don't assume that this is going to stay going on forever, because at some point, the markets are going to go against you. So be prepared to have that losing streak. Be prepared to take some losses, and don't let this shatter you in any way. It doesn't mean you can't trade anymore or whatever. It's just going to happen sooner or later. So feel, just be prepared for this, okay? Now, for those of you who have been losing money, now is a good time to look at the markets and see how you can make it back. So as you can see from the pound pairs, especially the cable, is broken lows. Okay, it's trading at what, monthly lows? Look at the euro pound, the cable, the pound yen. I don't know, I could go on and on. You guys see the charts, you're trading yourselves. Now's the time to potentially make back your losses. So for those traders who are on board with us managing our funds, if you are near the drawdown, or you have been losing a lot of money, or you wiped out your profits, now's the time to look at the markets and see how you can make it back, okay? So let me tell you a little bit about myself. Now, in terms of myself, when it comes to trading, I don't like losing, okay? Trust me, I hate losing money in the markets, but when I lose, I don't just take it and sit back. I do something about it. One, I find a way to make back that loss some more by thinking of the next trade. Second, when I'm winning, I like to be very careful. I don't want to risk all of my profits. I like to risk maybe 50% of my profits, just save the other half for a rainy day if the market is going to crash or whatever. So don't always risk everything you've made, okay? And also, every day is another day. So if today's a bad day, tomorrow might be a good day. You might have 3 losing trades on the same pair. For me, the moment you decide to give up, the moment you decide to say, that's it, I can't make money, I'm wrong, the market won't go my way, is the moment the market will go your way. And it's the moment the market will pay you, but because you're too scared, you didn't push the button. So in a time like this right now, how is my mindset in the markets? Let me give you an example of me, okay? How am I trading the markets? I'm looking to take advantage of volatility on a day-to-day basis. I'm looking to take advantage of all the opportunities I can see. Obviously, I can't catch all of them. I only got 2 eyes, but at the end of the day, I try to take advantage of most of them. Have I had some losses? You're damn right. Have I had winning trades? Quite a lot, and very, very chunky amounts of winning trades. So this is how you can do this, okay? Use this time, use these events, use these trading ranges on a day-to-day basis as an opportunity to do something about it, to make back your losses, to continue making money, to continue making 10%, breaking records, okay? Use this as an opportunity. Don't use it as fear. A lot of our traders are getting scared from trading during these times. And there are traders out there that I know personally that are thinking of just staying away from the markets. Okay, in a time like this, I think I've heard a lot of traders back in the day. For the last 1 or 2 years, I've been talking to traders, even some of our traders, about when the next recession could be, or when the gold could finally break, the range, or when the pound will finally rebound on the back of the Brexit drop. When are we going to get these opportunities, these juicy, delicious opportunities to make so much money in the markets? When is it going to happen? And the truth is, okay, now is the opportunity. Now that the time is now, the markets are moving. Okay, the markets are moving, the range is there. All we have to do is catch it. We have to grab the opportunity with the skin of our teeth. Okay, we have to use price action, because price never lies. Price and time are the only two things that don't lie in this business. Okay, for those of you who haven't heard that before, I'll repeat that again. Price and time are the only two things you can trust in the trading business, because they never lie. Indicators can lie. Okay, time frames will contradict each other. The news, we all know that sometimes we have the rumor, then the fact, and there could be the manipulation and the noise. So we need to believe in price and time. If a price is telling us something is trading at the low of the low of the low, what goes down must come back up, and vice versa. So now's the time to take advantage of this and make money in the markets. Don't be scared of the moves that you're seeing. Be confident. Use it as motivation. I bet most of you, when you look at the charts, you say, damn, if I sold or bought at this level, I would have made 10% in the last couple of hours, or something like that. Okay, so I know obviously with the coronavirus and what it's causing around the world, it's not the nicest way or the most pleasant way to make money in the markets. There are people dying, countries are shutting down and locking down. And like I said in some of my previous recordings or webinars, unfortunately, it's part of our job as traders to trade during those times and take advantage of movements and opportunities. And it ain't a nice thing, but it is our job. And sometimes we have to do what we have to do to make money in the markets, okay? So like in the financial crisis in 2007 and 8, when we saw, people lose their homes, banks shut down, company stocks plummet, people had to make money in the back of that. Same thing with the Brexit. Okay, so like I said, I know it's not the nice conditions, thinking of what people are going through around the world and countries and stuff like that, but it is our job, and that's what a trader has to do. Sometimes they have to do the things we don't want to do, which is make money in the back of such events, which are not very pleasant. So I hope you guys now, in terms of your mindset, you can take away something from this webinar and just feel that maybe a bit more confident, feel more motivated that you can make money. Like I said, this week has been our breakout week of paying out traders who hit their 10% since 2012. More to come. I can assure you, we've had a few call in today and say they've made their money as well. They've made their 10%. So for those of you who have not joined the Fund the Trader program, this is proof in the pudding that you can make 10%, especially with these market conditions. We do pay you within 24 hours, by the way. Some of them are just in a couple of hours. We pay within 24 hours and double the size of your account. So we're not here to mess around. You make the money, we pay you and double your account. We're here to make money as a business as well. We want to keep the ball rolling, okay? We are happy to continue trading all the markets in terms of the currency pairs, but the pound pairs may be subject to approval later on down the line. Just thought I'd mention this right now for those of you listening, so you don't get a shock when we do have to suspend cable pairs later on. It's not a final decision. It's not a final decision. It's a negotiation right now between myself and the risk management team and our investors, because we don't also want to risk a lot of capital moving forward in the market. It is a business decision that we have to protect ourselves as well. It is company capital. So don't take it in a personal way that we don't trust you guys or we don't like you. We don't want to give you the opportunity. But just like some people are making money, we've got people losing money as well. And we have to keep a balance over here. And more importantly, what I'd like to say is in terms of commodities and indices. Now, we have noticed some traders lately trade these markets. And we don't want to be harsh, and we have paid out for those traders. But moving forward, I would like to stress, you're not allowed to trade commodities and indices. Gold, oil, Dow, FTSE, commodities and indices are banned. Okay, banned, prohibited from trading. You want to know why? I'll tell you. They are very volatile. They take up a lot of margin. And then although you might come to us and say you can make as much money, it can blow your account. Okay, it can get you to margin call. Simple as that. Look at the currencies, how they're moving. We all know that indices and commodities move twice or 3 times the amount. So guys, please respect our parameters. Okay, we're not trying to restrict you, but we are also, we don't want to take too much risk. We're not here to gamble. We're here to trade the markets using our skills, our strategies, and our knowledge, not rely on lady luck. Okay, so please avoid indices and commodities. If you receive authorization by the risk management team at some point of your trading career with us that you could trade these markets, fine, fair enough. But until you get that email, until you get that phone call from myself even saying you've earned the right to trade commodities or indices, stay away, because we are going to get to a stage where we're not going to be so nice about letting people off. We may not pay out anymore, or we may have to suspend accounts. It's a very serious matter. The risk management team and investors are really getting frustrated that some people are trading these markets, and we don't want this problem to continue. So please don't trade these markets. You've got 28 currency pairs to choose from. They're all moving. I don't know why you got to pick the gold, the oil, or the indices. You could chase, there's plenty of opportunities out there. Trade what you're allowed to trade within our risk parameters and trading parameters and make your 10%. So as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty much all I have to say to you guys. I hope you could take something away from this, whether it's the inspiration that you can make the 10% in these market conditions, or how you could treat your losses and your winning trades to not give up and believe that you can make it. It's always about the next trade moving forward. Don't let the market beat you. Okay, stay strong. It's your job to beat the market and take advantage of opportunities, not let the loss take you down. Okay, don't be negative. Don't give up. Or if it's just not making the mistake, if you are guilty and you are listening out there and you are one of those people who have traded these markets by mistake or on purpose just to try and cheat your way to 10%, please don't do it again. Okay, if you have any questions, I'm happy to take them. So feel free to ask questions. I'm happy to answer anything since we're live right now. Yeah, I did. I just did that just to see if people have questions. Okay, guys. So again, does anyone have any questions about what I've said? Anyone want to ask me something personally about trading psychology and mindset? Anyone want to discuss the events in the markets right now? Anybody want to talk about the parameters? If there's anything that's unclear to you until now, please feel free to ask me. I'm happy to answer any questions. For those of you who have questions, you could write it here in the small box where it says type your message here. Okay, I am waiting. I'm happy to take questions right now as we speak. What do you mean by ICT, please? For this person who asked me the question about what is ICT, can you please explain to me what you mean by ICT? I don't know about this. Please explain to me. The inner circle trader. Okay, interesting. So the inner circle trader is actually a YouTube channel. It is something that you could watch if you wish. It's just someone based in the States or Canada talking about the markets. That's it, really. That's all I can say to you. push me. I know what about this. Oh, okay. Now they're talking. Okay. Right. So, how did I dive into trading? How long did it take to feel safe? Okay. Let me just. How did I get into it? Well, I might have said this in one of our previous webinars. So I got into after graduation. Graduated in 2013. Went into prop trading straight away. Um, Obviously, had to learn through getting different mentors, and it took me over a year to become profitable. So my first year, obviously, just like anyone else, losing money in the markets, trying to find my feet, and then I managed to become profitable after a year and a half to be exact. Good question from Al Mahdi. Is it bad when you feel that it's a bad day trading to just stop trading for the day? I even get this question from some of my trainees on the training floor here. So let me explain. Now, when you're having a bad day in the markets, this could mean two things. This could mean that you're just personally not having a good day yourself on trading the market, or you're just having a series of losses. So what I would say is, if you have three losing trades, depending on how much you've lost on them. If it's small losses, give it a bit more time, because sometimes the morning session may not always be perfect. So sometimes the morning may be full of fake outs, manipulation in the market, and then the afternoon, the US session becomes a clear picture. So what I would say is, judge your trading day by both sessions, living here in London, UK. The morning session, which is the London session, and the US session. If you're having a bad day by 3, 4 p.m. in the afternoon, so the morning hasn't gone well and the afternoon hasn't gone well, then yes, it would be best to call it a day, shut down your station, and just leave it till tomorrow. So, give yourself the chance of trading both sessions. If both the morning and the afternoon are not going well for you, stop. Maybe you're seeing the wrong things, or you're just reading the market the wrong way, or just the markets are very tough. Sometimes it's not always you. Don't take it personal. But yeah, what I would say is, if it's both sessions not going well, stop trading, save yourself from losing more money. Thank you. Can I guarantee that you can make profit in a month? Okay, that's a good question. There's no guarantees in this business. Okay, there is no guarantees. All I can say is, with market conditions right now that we have, it is possible, highly, highly possible, to make 10% in a month. But I can't guarantee you that. I don't know how you trade. I don't know about your money management. And even if I did, I still can't guarantee you anyway, because the markets don't guarantee anything. All you could do is your best. Thank you. For this person up there who just asked me about ICT, is it indicator or price action based? It's both, just to answer your question. Okay, again, similar question. If you follow management and then any guarantee that we're being profit in 1 year. First of all, money management is personal. You have to follow our risk parameters, of course. It depends how you apply those parameters. It depends on your stop loss, how big it is, and it depends how much profit you take on a winning trade. Um, all I can say is this, and when it comes to guarantee, it's all about believing in yourself. I think it's something to do with mindset, so allow me to mention this very briefly. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe you can make money from the markets, you never will. I'll repeat that again. If you don't believe in yourself that you have the ability, the skill, the knowledge to make money trading the financial markets, you never will. Don't wait for anyone to promise you. Don't wait for anyone to guarantee you. Believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you'll pull money out the market. If you don't, you never will. Okay? I hope that answers your question. For this person who's just asking me about this inner circle trader, please, all I could say to you is just go on YouTube and watch the channels. I'm not really here to discuss what that is, but all I could say to you is, it's a YouTube channel based on trading by someone in America or the US. I have come across it. I don't have all the answers. So the best thing for you to do is to go on there and watch the videos and find out more for yourself. I'm not here to disclose the information on behalf of that person. So if you could just please stop asking me more about this because I won't be answering anymore. What is my method or strategy? Okay, good question. So the truth is, I don't have a specific trading strategy or a specific trading method. I'm a hybrid trader, guys. Okay, I'm a hybrid trader. So I trade price action, top-down analysis, fundamentals, supply and demand, mean reversion. I'm a hybrid trader. I could scalp, intraday, and swing. Okay, it's like an all-in-one recipe. I don't have a specific method or strategy that I use. Thank you. We get investment from our investors. Thank you very much. No time frame. No time frame, Richie. You could take weeks or months. We're looking for a long-term relationship with our traders. We're not here to put you under any pressure. So no time frame to make your 10%. Thank you. In terms of track record, we're happy to look at track records. We're happy to look at your P&L statements. We don't normally believe in past performance reflecting future results, by the way, because you could have had a great quarter or a great year. It doesn't necessarily mean believe or to somehow be convinced that we are also looking out for your best interest as well as ours. So if we are preventing news trading, we are preventing weekend positions from being held. Um, oh wait, sorry, there's a question there. If you break the trading rule of 10% drawdown, okay, depending on how you do it, we will not take any action on terminating the agreement, okay? So if you break the 10% rule, like the market just went against you or you had a bad trade, we will give you a second chance. Again, there will always be a second chance. However, if you break the 10% rule by trading the news, trading commodities or indices on purpose after warning, I repeat, after warning at least once or twice, then we will have to speak with the risk management team and see what action we'll have to take moving forward. So please don't try. First of all, try to avoid hitting the drawdown of 10%, okay, to begin with. But if it was to happen due to market conditions, we're not going to blame you. But if you do it purposely, there will be actions to be taken or some sort of measures, okay? That's all I can say to answer this question. So again, don't feel that we are trying to pressure you guys, okay? Don't feel that we're trying to restrict you. We are here to help. We are here to give opportunity. We are here to do the best we can to make sure you make money with us and grow with us. So I hope you took something away from today's webinar. I look forward to speaking to you guys in a couple of weeks. I'm looking to do another webinar on Fibonacci, how we trade Fibonacci Volume 2. This should be in a couple of weeks' time, so I look forward to speaking to you all again. But for now, trade safe, stay safe, and I hope more of you guys hit your 10% and continue to grow with us. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye for now. Bye.